Welcome to the lecture on complex analysis, probability and statistical methods. So in this new model, I am going to discuss about complex variables. So in this lecture, I am going to discuss briefly about the basic concept of complex variable, what is complex variable, and the Cauchy-Riemann equations in the polar form. So first we will see why we need complex variable. It is essential for mathematical background of engineers, mathematicians and other scientists. So many mathematical concepts could be clarified and unified with the help of the complex variable theory. The complex variable theory is used in finding the solution of problems of heat flow, potential theory, fluid mechanics, electromagnetic theory, aerodynamics, elasticity, and many other fields of science and engineering. The two-dimensional potential problem can be solved by using the concept of analytic functions. So now we will see what is meant by complex variable. So let z is equal to x plus iy, where x and y are real numbers, and I is equal to square root of minus 1 or I square is equal to minus 1 is called complex number. So where x is called the real part of z and y is called the imaginary part of z. So let me consider z bar, which is equal to x minus iy, is called complex conjugate of z. Then if y is equal to f of x is a real valued function, then we can call w is equal to f of z is called function of complex variable. Some important points which can be useful in solving the problems. One is e power ix, it is given by cos x plus I sin x. E power minus ix, it is given by cos x minus I sin x. Cos x, it is given by e power ix plus e power minus ix by 2. Sin x, it is e power ix minus e power minus ix by 2i. Cos ix, which is given by cos hyperbolic x. Sin ix, which is given by I sin hyperbolic x. Cos hyperbolic ix is given by cos x. Sin hyperbolic ix is given by I sin x. Cos hyperbolic x is equal to e power x plus e power minus x by 2. Sin hyperbolic x is equal to e power x minus e power minus x by 2. De Moivre's theorem, which is given by cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n, which can be expanded like cos n theta plus I sin n theta for all n belongs to the real numbers r. So let z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number. So consider x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta in polar form. Just I am converting the complex variable from Cartesian into polar here. So if I replace these two values, x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, I will be getting z is equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. I can take r common factor. I will be getting cos theta plus I sin theta. And we know that this cos theta and plus I sin theta will be equal to e power I theta. So I got the complex number in polar form as z is equal to r into e power I theta. So if I found the modulus of z, it will be equal to what? R. This is because of square root of x square plus y square is called modulus of z, and theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x will be called as an amplitude or argument of z. So therefore, the complex number in the Cartesian form is w is equal to f of z is equal to u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y, and the complex number in polar form is given by w is equal to f of z is equal to u of r comma theta plus I into v of r comma theta can be used here. So differentiability. A complex valued function f of z is said to be differentiable if f dash of z exists and is unique, where this f dash of z is equal to dw by dz is equal to limit delta z tends to 0 f of z plus delta z minus f of z by delta z. Next is the concept of analytic function. A complex valued function w is equal to f of z is said to be analytic at z is equal to z naught if dw by dz is equal to f dash of z exists and it is unique at z naught and also in the neighborhood of z naught. And this analytical function will be also called as a regular function, and also we can call this one as an holomorphic functions. So now the first derivation here important, that is Cauchy-Riemann equation in the polar form. So the statement of theorem is like this: if f of z is equal to f of r into e power I theta is equal to u of r comma theta plus I into v of r comma theta is analytic, and at a point z also. Then there exist four continuous first order partial derivatives dou u by dou r, dou u by dou theta, dou v by dou r, dou v by dou theta, and satisfy the equations dou u by dou r is equal to 1 by r dou v by dou theta, and dou v by dou r is equal to minus 1 by r into dou u by dou theta. So this is a statement of the Cauchy-Riemann equation in the polar form. We can call this one as a CR equations in the polar form. So now we'll see how to prove this formula by using the given conditions. Proof. So first let me consider the complex variable, the complex number in terms of the polar form, that is given by z is equal to r into e power I theta. Since here I am dealing with the polar form, I am taking in terms of polar form only. So I can rewrite f of z is equal to what? F of r into e power I theta. Since f of z is a complex variable in the polar form, I can replace f of z is equal to u of r comma theta plus I into v of r comma theta will be equal to what? F of r into e power I theta. I will get it. So now what I am going to do means I am going to differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to x. So if I differentiate this equation with respect to x, r, we will be getting differentiating u with respect to r, I will be getting dou u by dou r plus I into differentiating v with respect to r, I will be getting dou u by dou r. Differentiating this function, I will be getting f dash of r into e power I theta into and again differentiating r into e power I theta, I will be getting e power I theta. Call this one as equation number 2. So once again, I am going to differentiate the equation number 1 with respect to theta. So if I differentiate the same equation number 1 with respect to theta, I will be getting dou u by dou theta plus I into dou v by dou theta is equal to f dash of r into e power I theta. And again differentiating this r into e power I theta, I will be getting what? I into r and to e power I theta. Since here r is a constant, I am keeping r as it is. Differentiating e power I theta, I will be getting I into e power I theta. And from this one I can take IR common factor, right? So after taking common factor, I will be getting dou u by dou theta plus I into dou v by dou theta is equal to IR f dash of r into e power I theta into e power I theta. I will get it. Call this one as equation number 3. So now what I will do is I am going to replace this equation number 2. I mean this complete thing I can replace as this one. So what I will do is I am going to replace this equation number 2 here in the equation number 3 here in this place. So I'll be getting now dou u by dou theta plus I into dou v by dou theta is equal to IR. I am keeping as it is. In place of this one I am replacing the equation number 2, that is dou u by dou r plus I into dou v by dou r. On expanding this equation, I'll be getting what? Dou u by dou theta plus I into dou v by dou theta is equal to I r dou u by dou r minus r into dou v by dou r. So on multiplying I with I, I'll be getting I square. I square is minus 1, so I can replace this one as minus r dou v by dou r. So now what we can do to get this CR equations, I'm going to equate the real and imaginary parts here. So on equating the real and imaginary parts, I'll be getting dou u by dou theta is equal to minus r dou v by dou r, and dou v by dou theta is equal to r dou u by dou r. Or we can rewrite this one as dou u by dou r from this one. Dou u by dou r is equal to 1 by r dou v by dou theta, and dou v by dou r is equal to minus 1 by r dou u by dou theta, which can denote this one also like ur is equal to 1 by r v theta and vr is equal to minus 1 by r 2 theta also we can write it. So this is a required formula for the CR equations in the polar form. In the next lecture, I am going to discuss how to find the CR equation in terms of the Cartesian variable. Thank you.